Hello everyone, Angelise, the JJ Movie Game Reviews everybody, and I want to give my Vampire Diaries Season 7 review. Now let me just say this for everybody. Vampire Diaries Season 7 is a fantastic season of Vampire Diaries. Vampire Diaries in this season is fucking phenomenal. Here's the thing. It got back to the game. Here's the thing. Elena's gone, Jeremy's gone, and Tyler. Now since those characters are gone, there is so much room for new characters. And what I love about the season is the bond of family. Vampire Diaries Season 7 has some of the best moments of the entire Vampire Diaries series, in my opinion. One, this season focused on both Stefan's and Damon's relationship with each other. Without Elena there, the brothers are united. They're awesome. They reevaluate their relationship of how they're brothers and how they feel for one another and how they mean for one another and how they are different people as individuals. And overall, it was a fantastic season for their relationship. I mean, they are brotherly bond. They stick by each other. But at the end, they do have their fucking issues. They do have issues at the end, like any other siblings, and we just love them for it. They have truly become a bromance, and we see how they were best friends back in 1864. We don't get to see flashbacks, but we see how great friends they were, how much they loved each other, and not only their relationship as brothers, but also the relationship with their mother. How Steph and Damon also deal with Lily and her family, the Heretics. And here's the thing, the Heretics are not villains in my cases. They're just like the main characters. They're lost souls and they're vampires. They're power hungry, just like Damon, just like how Stefan is, and how they're bloodthirsty and they will kill innocent people. But overall, for the Vampire Diaries, this was just a fantastic season just because of the bonds of family. They take a place out of the original's playbook, but about the bonds of family, brotherly love with both Stefan and Damon and their relationship with their mother, how it affects them. Also deals with one of my favorite episodes where Damon is trapped in this Phoenix sword or Phoenix stone. And when you know what the Phoenix stone and sword is, it's basically a supernatural prison for all vampires, and it makes them relive their hellish days over and over again. The same like the Gemini prison world, where someone's alone. No, they're haunted every single day by the worst crimes they ever committed, and the Phoenix Stone is basically used by a vampire hunter named Raina Cruz, who has many lives, and her father was one of the five, and she's out for revenge for all vampires. And what makes her an interesting character, while she's not a villain, is the fact that she is kind of like Buffy the Vampire Slayer in many cases. She fights for good, but she is vicious, she's relentless, and our main characters are caught in a crossfire with her. The Phoenix Sword and Stone, whatever you want to call it, was a very interesting weapon for the supernatural world of the Vampire Diaries. I love that scene. Downside was the armory. They're basically a group of people that collect all the supernatural things around them. And Enzo, we learn, who is actually related to them, whose father actually started the armory with basically Indiana Jones treasure hunters that want all supernatural stuff, including witches, double gangers, and all that stuff. And that was a downside to this season, but overall, this season had a lot of great stuff. They had a pretty dang good villain named Julian, who is a lover of Lily's, who's actually been her lover for a long ass time. And what his backstory is of what he's done, especially with the brothers, with both Stefan and Damon, and what he's done during this entire season was pretty dang awesome. They had so many nice twists and turns. I mean, Vampire Season 7 just brought Vampire Diaries back on its game. I mean, to me, where I thought Vampire Diaries was losing this game was Season 5, but not at the beginning of Season 5. Season 5 had a great stylist storyline. They had a great Augustine vampire with Enzo. That was great, and so with Catherine Pierce. But when they got rid of Catherine Pierce, they had the Traveler storyline, and they focused more on Damon and Lena's relationship, and they broke up again. And they kept on dragging that hill. So the Traveler storyline and Delana-ness was bringing down Season 5. Then Season 6, it was... Elena lost her memories of Damon, so now they had to reshape their love, and we got more of Delana. They kept rehashing the story. We don't need to see them fall in love all over again. I would just prefer how Vampire Season 5 was with Damon and Elena. They were a strong couple together. They loved each other. We saw that. I just wish it was better. I like that more. Better how it was, instead of having conflict, the rifts, and everything. We don't need that for every single melodrama. Season 6 was my least favorite season of Vampire Diaries. I gave like a B minus. I gave like an 8.2 out of 10. And season 5 I give like 8.8 out of 10. A B plus season, still good. But season 7 I giving it a 9.1 out of 10. I like this better than original season 3. This was a fantastic season of the Vampires. Brought in, they used the effects of flash forwards instead of flashbacks, which was very, very freaking interesting. Introduction of new characters, old characters come back, and overall, this entire season was pretty much a great season of all these characters, how they get along with each other, reevaluating all their lives without Elena, especially Damon, how the relationships is with each, how Damon's relationship is with Bonnie, Alaric, Stefan, how ultimately leads up to a pretty dang good finale. I was not a big fan of the finale at first, but I rewatched it and I'm like, that's a pretty good finale. But overall, Vampire Season 7 had a great beginning, a great middle, and a pretty good end. But overall, a fantastic episode of Vampire Season 7. I have to say my favorite episode of this entire season was Damon was in the Phoenix Stone. Sorry for spoiler alert, but when he got inside the Phoenix Stone and during the entire episode where he relives the day and when he breaks down crying in front of his mother, and it's just a great effing scene, and I just really love that episode. I also love the episode where Stefan's in a human body, and Damon and him are talking on the phone and evaluating their relationship and their brotherly love, and how who they are as different people, and overall another fantastic episode as well. There are so many great moments. I like Enzo and Bonnie together. I really do enjoy them as characters. I enjoy Julian as a villain. Randy Cruz was a good character now and then. I like what they did with Matt's character. I say probably the downside was Caroline and Alaric. Oh, the pregnancy of Caroline. It was actually a nice, good twist. I enjoyed it. I don't hate the twins. I don't hate the pregnancy storyline. I just hate Alaric and Caroline together. And the fact that they don't reveal what's in the armory, what's in the vault, what's that creature that's affecting both Damon and Enzo at the end. I wish they got into more detail. I wish we actually would have seen the creature. It would have been much more satisfying. But overall, Vampire Season 7 was the kickstart Vampires needed to get back this game. Tyler is not here that much. Jeremy's not here. Elaine is not really there. They mentioned her a lot, but the show is bringing so much more. The show is bringing so much more better its game when it has these new storylines to develop, and especially Stefan with the heretic Valerie of their past. I just overall love this entire season. This season is my fifth favorite season of the Vampire Diaries. Give it a 9.1 out of 10. I like season 4 and season 1 just slightly better, but season 7, I might rewatch it again. I'm gonna rewatch it again in the near future, and probably might put it higher. But overall, season 7, if it will continue the way it did, and if the ending parts of the Vampire Diaries was as good as the middle and the beginning, then this season could have probably been my third favorite season of Vampire Diaries. That's how good it was. Season 7 at the beginning, middle, and the end it was good. But overall, Vampire Season 7, a fantastic season of Vampire Diaries. Let me know what y'all think. If you want to subscribe, if you like, just screen down bottom, leave a comment below. Let me know. Respect my opinion, I respect yours. Let me know what y'all think on this fantastic episode, this fantastic season of the Vampire Diaries. Again, Vampire Diaries Season 7 is a 9.1 out of 10. Season 7 is an A- season. Awesome back. It's got back its game. Vampire Diaries Season 7, A-okay in my book. Let me know what y'all think on. My name's Lee, signing off from everybody. Bye.